Morning legends, I am just down here at Richardson Park Friday morning ready for my lessons. I've got 3 lessons this morning. Really enjoy getting these early morning sessions done. I've got guys that can't do during the day and I'm booked out in the evening, so we're getting it done in the morning. The Ashes squad has been picked. I've just been smashing out lots of Insta stories, giving my thoughts on it. I think it's a really interesting and bold selection. I don't disagree with it. I think the selectors have made some tough choices. I'm pumped to see Bancroft in there. He's an absolute gun. He's a young player who puts such a high price on his wicket and can bat for long periods. He's an old-fashioned opener, and I think he'll complement Warner really, really well. Similar to Renshaw, but I think he's got a few more shots and he'll score a bit quicker, and he's a little bit more advanced than Renshaw at the moment. And on that note, I think Renshaw will make it back into the Test side at some point. A lot of great Aussie players, Steve Waugh, Ricky Ponting, Michael Clark, even Steve Smith, they've all been dropped at some point. They've had to go away, overcome that disappointment. It's made them hungry to get better. It's made them hungry to improve. And so no doubt that's going to happen to Renshaw. He's going to go through a little lull now. It's going to be a really tough time for him, but he'll no doubt go away, be hungry to get better and get back in the side. And he'll be back bigger and better in the future. And hopefully, no doubt he'll play a lot of cricket for Australia. And it might be that Bancroft and Renshaw open the batting together for a long time once Warner's moved on. Really, really happy for Shaun Marsh. He's a good friend of mine and an absolutely delightful player to watch. And when he's going, and he's been in great form this year, I think there's no one better to watch. He's such an elegant player. And I have no doubt that he's going to get lots of runs batting at 6. I think that's a great position for him. I don't think the new ball suits his game so well. So hopefully he can come in at 4 for a few and put on some runs with the lower order. I think I'm really happy for Sauce. He's such a resilient guy to be dropped so many times and then just fight his way back, not give up, not get annoyed, but just keep getting better and keep putting the results on the board. So pumped for him. Happy for Chad Sayers, another one added in the squad. He's a bit of a veteran who's been around for a while now and just been putting results on the board each week, each match, taking loads and loads of wickets. So really happy for him. The rest of them sort of pick themselves. Obviously, the Tim Payne situation is a really interesting talking point. He hasn't kept in Shield cricket in the first 3 rounds. He obviously scored runs against England, the CA11 for the CA11 against England last week. So interesting to see him in there. I think he's a great keeper. I think he would have played more cricket for Australia if he hadn't have broken his finger many years ago now, 4 or 5 years ago, or however long it was after Haddon retired. I think Payne was the next guy in, but because he broke his finger, he opened the door for Neville and Wade. But yeah, interesting selection. The selectors were bold with that, but I think he could do a really good job. Delivery! Just got a new lot of books delivered. Love these deliveries of new books. What do we got here? This is massive. Tools of Titans. The Tactics, Routines and Habits of Billionaires, Icons and World-Class Performers by Tim Ferriss. Guys, I'm really looking forward to reading this book. This is exactly what we try and learn about to then teach and work with our players. That's why we sort of do a lot of reading to then pass it on to our players. Tactics, Routines and Habits of World-Class Performers. No doubt there's incredible wisdom and knowledge to pass on to you guys once we get through this book. Second book delivered for the day. You're guilty. I ordered about 5 books last week, so I don't know what this one is. Forgotten already. Here we go. Start with Why. How great leaders inspire everyone to take action. I've seen this book a number of times before and always wanted to get it, so I decided to buy it. It was on sale, so hopefully we'll get to read that at some point. As you can see behind, I've got so many books. Got a lot have been I've bought recently, so not going to read them all straight away, but I will get to them at some point. Just finished a good session with Big Joey. How'd you go, big fella?
Yeah, not too bad.
What are we working on there?
Just stopping your head from falling over. Just like a little tweak to my stance. It's like a little preemptive movement sort of thing. Yeah, it's good. It's definitely a lot better. So
nice one. Joey's been fighting hard to not let his head fall over, and we just did a little drill Buck Rogers told me about, which I'll show you guys now. Righto guys, so I was speaking to Buck during the week and we were talking about players that their head falls over. Sometimes their legs get stuck and their head falls outside their legs a bit. And he said that a good little exercise to do is to get the player to sort of do a back and away movement rather than a back and across or just being still. And obviously backing away, we think of someone scared, they back away, but what we did there, and we got Joey to do, is just start with a little movement that way, and that stopped him falling across to the offside, which he's been having a few issues with. His head falls across, plants, and then goes around his pad. So we got him going this way a little bit, and by the end of it, he didn't even realise he was doing it. He was just going back. His head's then still at release, and he was able to get into the ball as opposed to fall across and play around his pad. So if you're watching this and you've got an issue with falling across, or you're a coach and you're watching and you've got players that are falling across, just try and get them to just do a little small. You don't want them going too far. Just a little small back and away, so they can then get their weight going into the ball. Well, legends, just a short vlog today. Obviously, I gave you my opinion on the Ashes squad this morning. Had an early morning start with a couple of lessons, and then showed you some footage of how to help players that are falling over to the offside, and use training tactic that I learned off Buck. I've been around at my mate Wiley's tonight, just hanging out with him. Mrs. S went out to a barbecue, so went and hung with Wiley. Fell asleep on the couch for a couple of hours, so it's just been a nice relaxing evening. Now home, about to go to bed, and really looking forward to tomorrow. Pumped to get out there and chase 320. Apparently it's meant to rain a bit, but I'm not going to let that worry me. I'm just going to get out there and get amongst it, stay in the contest, and try and win each ball. If you haven't done so, please like, comment, and share. Oh, here's Mrs. S. Get the heart out there.
The likes.
Get the likes, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'm Tom Scolls. Thanks for watching Scolls Stories, and I'll see you again tomorrow for game day.
Good night.